Yanni here. Today we're talking about time frames to keep in mind when purchasing a home. Yanni here with your DMV Team Realty, and like I mentioned, today we're going to be talking about time frames to keep in mind when purchasing a home. Okay, one of the main questions that we get from people is, how long does the process actually take? When do I need to start by if I want to finalize the process by this time frame or this time frame? So just to kind of give you some time frames to go by. Okay, now these are just general and using statistics to kind of put it together, but it can be longer for some people, shorter for some other people. Okay, a good time frame, that's the easiest time frame to kind of just put in your mind, is about 3 to 4 months. Okay, again, sometimes longer, sometimes, but 3 to 4 months is statistically on average. That's how long it takes to go through the entire process. Okay, so the first step that you have to take when purchasing a home, obviously, is getting pre-approved. You know that by watching our other videos or doing your own research, but getting pre-approved and talking with your mortgage company, a bank, a credit union, to make sure that your finances are in order, and that based on your credit, your income, and how much money that you have, down payment, and all that, that you can be pre-approved for a mortgage. So, it could be done in a day or two, but let's just equate that to a week, okay? And we're gonna actually use dates, actual dates, so that way it will give you a better idea. So today is January 7th. I'm doing this video on January 7th. So about a week, next Monday, the 14th, that is when you finalize the pre-approval process. It means you get a letter from that entity that says you've been pre-approved for a mortgage. From that point, then now you can go out and start viewing homes to find the one, all right? And this is the question, this is the time frame that has a lot of questions, because it could be a lot different for a lot of people, okay? For some people, it takes a shorter time than others, okay? We've had clients that the first house that they looked at was the one. We've had, clients where after 100 houses, it may not be the one. Again, this is all different for people. It could be based on a criteria, inventory, market conditions, whatever case may be, okay? But for the case of explaining this process, statistically, it takes a buyer, average buyer, 7 to 14 homes before they find the one that they love and they end up putting an offer on. So for the sake of time frames, let's just say we equate that to about a month. Okay, so that means January 14th, you start the process, you're looking, it takes you a month. In this case, February 14th, and I guess I planned that well, because February 14th is Valentine's Day, and that is when you find the one. Okay, you found the one. At that point, you put an offer on the house, on the property, and that typically, once you put the offer in, it takes maybe a day or two for the seller to respond, maybe less. But anyways, in this case, let's say you put the offer on February 14th. By the 16th, February 16th, you hear that your offer has been accepted. Okay, so that means that you're under contract now, in escrow. Okay, that is when the seller, meaning it's the term is ratified, meaning you and the seller have come to an agreement. Now, based on what you have in the contract and contingencies, that process starts, and for you to finalize the sale. Okay, so from the time frame that you have and the seller have come to an agreement to the time that you finalize the process is another 30 days or so, 30, 35 days, but 30 days could be a little less, it could be longer, okay? That is the time frame it takes you to go through all the contingencies, home inspection, appraisal, the financing, the mortgage company is working to finalize the loan, all of that, okay? So, again, and I should say as well, this time frame from the time that you get under contract to the time that you finalize, a lot depends on your lender as well. In this area, again, you need to have a lender that at least can close within 30 days. Okay, but anyways, in this time frame, February 16th, you get under contract. By March 16th, that is the day that you finalize the process. That is the day that you basically sign the paperwork officially, and you get the keys, and that has been basically transferred in your name. The house, the home is yours. Okay, so March 16th is the day that you finalize the process. In terms of a mortgage standpoint, okay, when is your actual first mortgage payment? Okay, the good news is the day that you close on the property, March 16th, the rest of the month, in this case March, okay, you pay interest on the mortgage only when you close on the property, okay? And your first official mortgage payment won't be till a month, and in this case, a month and 14 days or so later, okay? So in this case, March 16th. Your first mortgage payment won't be March, April, May 1st, okay? The reason that is, okay, the reason there's a quote unquote free month is because in the mortgage world, you are paying for the month that you lived in the property. So in this case, your May 1st payment is for the April, okay, principal and interest, versus rent where you pay for the month that you're gonna live in, okay? So for rent, you pay May's official rent that day, but again, in the mortgage, you pay for the month that you lived in the property. So again, if you have started the process today, January 7th, technically the process should end by March 16th in terms of the entirety of closing on the property. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, but if you have more questions, please reach out to us and we can give you more detail and specific based on your situation. And if you thought this information was beneficial, please share it to everybody that you know. Again, Yanni here with your DMV Team Realty. Have a great day.